Hey, 49ers faithful. Today, we need to talk about something that has been swirling around ever since that game in Cleveland. Brock Purdy has been under a microscope like never before, and there's no shortage of opinions flying around, but let's break it all down. 2 games ago, Purdy had a rough outing, 3 interceptions, and of course, the usual wave of criticism hit hard. People were quick to jump on the narrative that maybe Purdy's arm was weakening, that his decision-making had somehow faltered, or that the team might need to consider alternatives. Some even suggested that Shanahan might have to rethink the quarterback situation entirely. But when you dig deeper, it becomes clear that a lot of these takes are based more on perception than reality. You look at the Cleveland game, and you start to see why. This wasn't just about stats or a few plays that went wrong. This was about timing, intelligence, and the subtle mastery of a quarterback who has grown under Shanahan's guidance. The kind of plays Purdy made with his legs, the way he maneuvered in the pocket, and the timing of his escapes. These are not things you can quantify easily, but they make all the difference when it comes to winning football. Let's start with the arm strength narrative because that one keeps coming up. Purdy's arm is not shot, not even close. Those interceptions 2 games ago had nothing to do with him lacking strength or velocity. Timing was off, reads were rushed, and yes, there's always a bit of hero ball when things aren't going perfectly, but the idea that he cannot make throws he once could is just false. He's throwing with the same precision and anticipation that he's always had. The floating duck idea? That happens to every quarterback. It does not suddenly define his season or his ability to lead the 49ers. In fact, even analysts who specialize in quarterback mechanics have emphasized that these are fixable issues, all about timing and patience in the pocket. Purdy's intelligence and pocket awareness allow him to make plays that very few quarterbacks in the league can replicate. And that's exactly what we saw in Cleveland. Against a top-tier defense in tough weather with wind whipping across the field, Purdy managed an error-free performance that most would not expect from a quarterback under such conditions. He didn't just avoid mistakes. He executed on 3rd downs, he managed the game flawlessly, and he showed why Shanahan trusts him as the centerpiece of this offense. Speaking of Shanahan, let's not overlook just how much credit this man deserves. Week after week, he faces the media's relentless questions about quarterback controversies, injuries, and team performance. Yet he continues to steer this team forward with precision. Brock Purdy gets injured, and immediately there's chatter about Jones, or alternative options. Shanahan handles all of it calmly, consistently reaffirming that Purdy is the guy while ensuring Jones continues to develop without unnecessary pressure. That level of leadership, the ability to focus the team on execution rather than noise, is exactly what sets great coaches apart. And let's not forget the context. The 49ers have battled injuries unlike any other team this season. Key players have missed games, star defenders have gone down, yet the team remains competitive at the top of the NFC West. That is a direct reflection of Shanahan's preparation, adaptability, and strategic vision. He has built a team that can withstand adversity and still execute at high level, and that is no small feat. Now, let's circle back to the quarterback conversation. Some have argued, hypothetically, that Jones could offer something different, perhaps a stronger arm or a different style of play. But when you look at what Purdy brings to the table, it is not just about arm strength. It's about timing, poise, and football IQ. The way he navigates pressure is exceptional. In Cleveland, he was under duress countless times, yet his pressure-to-sack ratio remains unmatched by any quarterback in the league. He anticipates, he moves, and he delivers with precision, often escaping situations that would collapse most offenses. That kind of performance cannot be measured simply by raw statistics. It's about the broader picture, the nuanced execution, and the ability to maintain composure under extreme circumstances. Purdy's skill set is not just complementary to Shanahan's system. It is a perfect match. Beyond the quarterback conversation, the 49ers' offensive line deserves mention as well. The coordination, the adjustments, and the resilience shown by these players in difficult matchups speak volumes about the preparation and leadership behind the scenes. Shanahan's commitment to every detail, from play calling to managing environmental factors like wind direction, illustrates why this team can consistently outperform expectations. He makes decisions not only to optimize each game, but to build confidence and rhythm within his roster. Every throw, every play, and every adjustment on the field reflects an underlying philosophy that prioritizes execution, intelligence, and adaptability. And let's not downplay the importance of leadership beyond the X's and O's. Shanahan has successfully integrated players like Robert Saleh and Brent Boyer into a system that elevates their performance and transforms special teams, defensive scheming, and overall team culture. It's one thing to have talent. It's another to harness it effectively in a way that maximizes potential week after week. That is exactly what the 49ers have been able to achieve this season, even amid roster instability and injuries. It is a testament to Shanahan's vision that the team remains competitive and capable of challenging for the top spot in the NFC West. The energy and motivation he has instilled are apparent in every snap, every adjustment, and every strategic decision, from how the ball is handled in crucial moments to the management of clock and field position. At the heart of this, Brock Purdy's development and performance are central. Watching him navigate adversity, execute in high-pressure situations, and maintain composure while leading this team is inspiring. This is the kind of quarterback leadership that turns potential into results, and it is reflected not only in wins but in the confidence of the team as a whole. Purdy embodies the trust Shanahan has placed in him, and together they continue to silence critics and fuel success on the field. The narrative that the 49ers are somehow overperforming or that Purdy's limitations define the team is not only misleading. It is completely disregarding the tangible, high-level execution that has been displayed week after week. Shanahan has taken every challenge, every injury report, every skeptical headline, and turned it into motivation, channeling it into preparation and on-field dominance. He has shown the ability to manage a roster, develop quarterbacks, and navigate complex game situations with the precision of one of the league's best minds. The consistency, the intelligence, and the leadership on display are why the 49ers are in contention despite the obstacles thrown their way. And it all comes back to trust in Purdy, in his players, and in the system he has meticulously built. It is not luck. It is preparation, execution, and the ability to rise above distractions and noise. As the season progresses, it is clear that the 49ers' identity is defined by more than just a quarterback or a single star. It is defined by a coach who understands timing, who prepares his team for every eventuality, and who uses perceived setbacks as fuel for performance. Brock Purdy exemplifies that philosophy on the field, and Shanahan's strategic brilliance ensures that every player contributes to the broader vision. The level of execution, discipline, and adaptability required to succeed in these circumstances is extraordinary, and the 49ers are demonstrating it week after week. This is not a team defined by one moment of adversity or one game with turnovers. It is a team defined by resilience, intelligence, and leadership at every level. Continuing from where we left off, the thing that really sets this 49ers team apart is how every player and every unit contributes to a larger vision. And that vision is guided with remarkable precision by Kyle Shanahan. When you watch Brock Purdy operate, it's clear he's more than just a quarterback executing plays. He's an extension of Shanahan's strategy, moving with anticipation and intelligence, reading defenses before they fully reveal themselves, and making decisions that few other quarterbacks can even conceptualize in real time. The narrative that Purdy is somehow inconsistent or limited is a disservice to what he has accomplished this season. The interceptions that made headlines were not indicators of decline. They were isolated moments in a sea of precise execution, and anyone who studies film knows that the difference between success and failure in those instances often comes down to factors outside a quarterback's direct control: pressure timing, route adjustments, and the unpredictability of defensive schemes. And speaking of pressure, let's not overlook the fact that Purdy is handling it better than almost any quarterback in the league right now. The Cleveland game was the perfect case study. Not only did he avoid costly mistakes in a hostile environment, but he also showed mobility, awareness, and timing that separate elite quarterbacks from good ones. The way he navigated the pocket, stepping up under duress while keeping his eyes downfield, demonstrates a level of maturity and instinct that cannot be taught overnight. Many critics are quick to highlight raw arm strength or highlight plays, but football is about the cumulative effect of every decision made under pressure, and Purdy's decisions have been consistently exceptional. That kind of play is why Shanahan trusts him to lead this offense, and why the 49ers continue to perform at such a high level despite injuries and distractions. The coaching aspect cannot be overstated. Shanahan is more than a play caller. He is a master strategist who understands not only X's and O's, but also the psychological aspect of the game. Every press conference, every question from the media, every rumor of quarterback controversy, he handles it all with calm, measured responses that protect his players and reinforce the stability of the team. He does not get rattled by external narratives because he knows his team, he knows their strengths, and he knows that consistency and preparation win games more than panic or reactionary decisions ever could. Watching him manage this team through adversity, key injuries, media pressure, and the expectations of a passionate fan base is almost as impressive as watching the players execute on the field. Shanahan has created a culture where trust, execution, and accountability define every action, and that culture is producing results in real time. In addition to Purdy, the rest of the roster is stepping up in ways that often go unnoticed by casual observers. Offensive linemen are adapting to injuries and defensive schemes. Tight ends and receivers are finding ways to create separation, and running backs are executing assignments with precision. Each unit reflects the meticulous preparation that Shanahan demands, and the synergy between players amplifies their individual talents. Purdy's ability to process the game at such a high level allows these players to operate within a system that maximizes efficiency and minimizes mistakes. When you consider the injuries and the depth challenges the team has faced this season, it becomes even more remarkable how effectively the 49ers are executing. Shanahan's leadership also extends to the mental toughness of a roster. Players are conditioned to stay focused on execution rather than distraction, to trust the system rather than doubt it, and to approach every game with discipline and preparation. That mental edge is often invisible in the box score, but is crucial to winning in close games and hostile environments. Brock Purdy embodies that mentality, showing resilience and adaptability in situations that would overwhelm less experienced quarterbacks. His growth this season is a testament not only to his own work ethic, but to the environment Shanahan has cultivated, a culture that prizes intelligence, timing, and composure. It's also worth noting how Shanahan turns criticism and external narratives into fuel. Every question about Purdy, every headline questioning the quarterback's ability, every suggestion that the team might be overperforming is absorbed and redirected into preparation and execution. This isn't just about strategy on the field. It's about psychological warfare off the field, turning doubt into motivation and using it to strengthen team cohesion. The 49ers are a team that thrives when counted out, and that is a direct reflection of Shanahan's leadership philosophy. He creates conditions where players rise above expectation, where they internalize adversity and convert it into performance. Looking at the broader picture, the NFC West is as competitive as ever, but the 49ers continue to demonstrate that their success is not accidental. It's a product of deliberate planning, skilled coaching, and intelligent play from the roster's core leaders. Purdy's performance is just one piece of the puzzle, but it is a critical piece, and it is complemented by Shanahan's overarching strategy. The combination of strategic vision, on-field execution, and adaptability to circumstance is what keeps this team competitive week after week. Even with injuries, tough matchups, and the constant pressure from media narratives, the 49ers remain a cohesive, disciplined, and formidable team. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In what is rapidly becoming the talk of the sports world, whispers around the league suggest that Shadur Sanders, the rising star quarterback, has made a monumental decision that could shake the NFL landscape. Sources close to the situation claim that Sanders has accepted an irresistible offer from the San Francisco 49ers, sparking a frenzy among fans and pundits alike. While nothing has been officially confirmed, the buzz is impossible to ignore, with insiders describing the agreement as a game-changing move for both player and team. Sanders, who has been turning heads with his dynamic playing style and impressive command on the field, reportedly weighed several options before arriving at this decision. The 49ers, long on the lookout for a quarterback with both talent and charisma, seem to have struck gold. Those familiar with the negotiations hint that the terms of the deal are unprecedented, combining financial incentives with opportunities for Sanders to become a central figure in the franchise's future. Speculation is running wild about what this could mean for the 49ers' offensive strategy. Analysts are already imagining a high-octane offense led by Sanders, potentially transforming the team's prospects in the coming seasons. Fans have taken to social media to voice their excitement, with hashtags trending and debates igniting about the quarterback's fit within the current roster. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly reassessing their own quarterback situations, wary of the ripple effect this signing could create across the league. Of course, with such a high-profile move, skepticism and curiosity abound. Some question whether the reports are overblown, while others argue that Sanders' decision is as calculated as it is bold. Either way, the story has all the ingredients of a blockbuster saga: a young quarterback on the rise, a storied franchise hungry for success, and a deal that insiders call irresistible. If the rumors hold true, this could mark the beginning of a new era for both Sanders and the 49ers, one that fans and analysts alike will be watching closely. The NFL world is buzzing, and every corner of the sports media seems poised to dissect every detail of this possible blockbuster. Whether or not it materializes exactly as reported, one thing is clear. Shadur Sanders has the league talking, and the 49ers may have just pulled off a move that could define the next chapter of their history. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.